Howdy guys, my name is Matthew and welcome to episode 1 of my photography challenge series. So I thought that for the first episode, eyes would be pretty easy to start off with. They don't move, it's just me. It should be a pretty easy photo shoot and I can't wait to see what I get out of it. Now I'm not used to doing portrait photography or even macro photography at that matter. I'm more of a nature kind of guy, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how my skills develop and how these photos are going to turn out. I've always been told that I have some pretty good looking eyes, so hopefully I can get a couple decent photos out of this. I'm not really hoping for much, but for the equipment that I have and for the budget that I have, I figured why not. So with that being said, let's go ahead and set up the shoot and see what we come up with. So there's going to be 3 main lenses that I'm going to be using today. So the first lens that I'm going to be trying today is an 18 to 55 millimeter 3.5 to 5.6 G VR lens from Nikon. The next lens that I'm going to be trying out today is a Nikkor 70 to 300 millimeter f4.6 to 6.3 lens. Now the one lens that I'm super excited for today is actually my huge 200 to 500 millimeter f5.6. Now since I don't have a macro lens yet, I have to kind of come up with some budget options, which means I'm going to be using stuff like this. If you put the macro tube in between the camera and the lens, it'll magnify your image by just a little bit. You'll lose a little bit of quality, and depending on what kind of lens you're using, you can actually mess up your photo and your entire setup. So you gotta be careful, but that's why they make different sizes. So with all of my gear ready, let's go ahead and start shooting. Okay guys, so I got everything all set up, and I went ahead and put the 18 to 55 millimeter lens on the camera, and let's see how good this turns out. Okay, so I just finished the new photos with the 18 to 55, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the telephoto one now. And then I'm gonna switch to it with macro tubes. So I just finished with the 70 to 300, and the photos in camera are at least looking pretty good. Let's move on to the even bigger one and see what we get. Okay, so it's the next morning, and after an entire day of editing, I've broken it down to 3 different photos. The first photo is from my 18 to 55 millimeter lens. It's got some weird stuff going on. It's real grainy, and I don't like it that much, but it's better than what I got before, and at least it's in focus, and it's the only photo from that one lens that I managed to take. So the second and third photo are from the second lens, the 70 to 300 millimeter Nikkor lens. I think that they both came out super good, and the third one has to be my all-time favorite from this entire shoot. Sadly though, with all of the extension tubes and all the prep that I did, the 300 to 500 millimeter lens was just a little big, and I could not get it to focus on my face whatsoever. So I didn't have a single photo from that lens. Sorry guys. So that concludes today's vlog. Be sure to like, subscribe, and feel free to comment. Y'all have a nice one.